Well, this got off to a great start. Hey guys, KiraKennedy here, just with day one in my Vlog Every Day in April challenge. And yeah, as that little intro mentioned, April has not started off well for me. For one thing, I found out that an assignment I had, a very, very large assignment that required about well, basically, we're given this assignment at the beginning of the semester, and we were told it had to be. I had been under the impression that it had to be done at the end of April, which is basically the end of the semester. And it turns out that it is due on April 15th. And unfortunately, because I've been working on other assignments, I have not even started on this yet, aside from basic designs, which I don't really have on me right now, just like basic sketched out designs. Basically, the assignment is to create a little mini website showing how to create a small, how to put together a small Lego set. And let's put it this way, the only consolation I have with this particular assignment is that about 80% of the class has not even started this yet. But on top of that, I've got just like so many assignments due this month. Like just Monday alone, I have to do a small little animation showing off a parking app me and a partner did. Just to, like a little app that's supposed to make parking in Toronto easier. We also had to do a little mini challenge for the same class that we have to do the Lego site for, which ironically is taught by the same teacher who we have to hand the parking app into, where we have to recreate a small little scrolling article on a mobile interface. Would have been easy to do if I had the time, which at this point, I'm not sure I do. So, there's that. And because of both of these, my ability to watch WrestleMania this Sunday is kind of in jeopardy. I mean, if I can get it done... if I can get it done as soon as possible, my parents, because I'm going to admit this, I still do live with my parents for financial reasons. They were willing to put up the $80 it costs to buy the damn thing on pay-per-view. So that's motivation to try to at least get the parking app done. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm talking very quiet, but like, when I got home, I was really, really frustrated just from the sheer workload I have to do for school. And I'm not gonna lie, because of this, I am not sure if I'm gonna be able to get the next few Nuzlocke episodes out, so as far as I know, I might have to put the Nuzlocke on hiatus until May, and I feel really shitty about that, but school's gonna have to come first. I mean, I can probably get away with doing these VEDA videos, only because it takes very little effort to pull off, and because as you saw with the introduction video yesterday, it takes maybe seconds or about a half hour to actually edit it, because I'm just cutting out a lot of the ums and ahs, and anytime I flub a line or anytime I flub something, whatever. But, yeah, so, I mean, I've got 2 assignments due on Monday, both the same teacher, but for different classes. I have to start filming for my final film assignment next week, and I also have to have a script ready to go, a script and storyboards ready to go for Tuesday, otherwise he's not going to let us start filming, and we only have 3 weeks after that to film, and then I'm going to be editing it. On top of that, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 coding assignments that are due before the end of the month. We have a JavaScript tutorial website, which is due on... it was originally due on Monday as well, but because of bad weather and the Easter holidays, which our teacher did not factor in, it got pushed to this coming Friday, April the 8th. And so there's that. Unfortunately, 10 days after that, we have a PHP assignment due. And then the week after that, we have our final portfolio, which I'm probably not going to share here because I like to keep my YouTube and school and professional stuff really separately. Really separate for whatever reason. It's times like this where I wonder if it was a good idea to go back to school, but then I just try to push that out of my head because the restaurant I'd been working at right up until about 3 months after I'd started school, I'd gone back, they actually ironically closed about a month after I left because the owner at that point was... I don't quite think he understood how to run a restaurant and how to work with students. I don't know this for sure, so that's all I'm really going to say on it. But, yeah. Like, that's the only thought that keeps me from truly believing that going back to school was a really big mistake, because if I hadn't gone back to school, the place was probably still going to close. And then, sure, it might have been a little easier to find a job because the town I live in is so small. They don't hire anybody who doesn't have... A big factor in whether or not you get hired here is your availability. And unfortunately, students are very not likely to be hired unless they have experience or a lot of availability. So, yeah, that was the first day of April. Funny thing, I was originally going to, up until I got home, I've been planning to do a vlog on why I don't usually do April Fool's videos outside of the peanut butter disaster soup video I did a while back. I'll put the link to it right over here. But this was kind of one of those moments where it's just like, you know what, I feel like I need to vent, but but I don't want to be like I think the most angry you guys might have seen me was like, besides my WWE 2K16 live stream, which, God, that was frustrating, was probably the Breaking Dawn Part 2 review, because I was angry going into that. But I think I'll get more into that on another day, because this video is already pushing 10 minutes without any of the edits. So I've already been recording for like 11 minutes right now. So, I guess I'll elaborate more on the whole Breaking Dawn Part 2 thing. Maybe on Monday or something. Tomorrow I'll talk about April Fools, why I don't usually do those videos, but until then, if you guys would like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at KiraKennedyHNR. I'm also on Tumblr at KiraKennedyHNR.tumblr.com. And of course, you can always check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/KiraKennedyReviews. And as always, if you'd like to check out any of my past work, my Let's Plays, my stream archives, even my reviews, you can do so at peanutbutterdisaster.com. So, until tomorrow, I'm Kira Kennedy, and thanks for watching.
Peanut butter disaster.